All right, a guy who has some experience in the AFC East heading back to the division. The visit happened last week. Stefon Diggs, member of the New England Patriots. After the Patriots threw a lot of money at Chris Godwin, who decided to take less and stay with the Buccaneers, they supposedly throw a lot of money at Stefon Diggs. This is going to be one of those.
Definitely.
Let's see what the deal really says.
Well, the guarantee says it all.
$26 million guaranteed. That doesn't mean full. And if it was fully guaranteed, it would be fully guaranteed in the reporting. I've seen $69 million. I've seen up to $69 million, which is a big difference, as we know, because up to includes whatever incentives or escalators are in there based upon being able to play and play at a high level. My guess is when we see the full breakdown of this deal, there's going to be a significant amount that is tied to per-game roster bonuses. That is the pay-as-you-play device that teams have been using for about 10, 15 years now, where a significant portion of your compensation is tied to being able to go in any given week. You got a guy coming off of a torn ACL. You're not going to commit that kind of gigantic money to a guy until you know he's healthy and he can come up every week and do the job and do it well.
That's exactly right. I would be shocked if it really works out, and when you find out the details and write it on PFT, if it's really a $23 million a deal type of deal. $26 million, you can look at it that when I see that guaranteed, I go, it's a 1 year, $26 million deal, or maybe a 2 year, it's a 2 year deal, $26 million. Yeah, he'll get with some extra change if he is there in year 2. That's kind of what I expect either way, and I understand that. Again, Stefon Diggs is no longer a number 1 receiver. Like you just said, he's coming off an ACL injury as a number 2. That's what he is there. He was a number 2 for the Houston Texans behind Nico Collins. But as we discussed last week, when we heard he was visiting or in talks with New England, I love this fit in New England. I do. I love it for Stefon Diggs because, one, if you want to cash in again and get your stats up and get receptions and be a part of something cool, I think this is a great place to do all of that, kind of like rehabilitate, your reputation that way as a football player, let alone, as we discussed, I think even earlier this week, Josh McDaniels with Stefon Diggs is going to be a deadly combination. Stefon Diggs has that same type of skill set as a Wes Welker, an Amendola, an Edelman, any of that. He's going to be phenomenal at all those underneath intricate routes that you have to read the coverage and be a really crisp, awesome, detailed route runner. He's phenomenal that way. It's why Nick Caserio and Texans liked him. And Nick Caserio, one of his good friends, is Josh McDaniel, and they see the game the same way. So I think it's a perfect fit for everybody up there in New England.
Well, and I also think that this is hardly the end for the Patriots. This is just the beginning.
Exactly.
They're trying to make some noise here. I think you have to watch them in the draft.
Definitely.
In any round, in every round. They need weapons for Drake May. They wanted to get Chris Godwin. It didn't work. And again, we'll see. It's kind of sad that the reality is the initial reports are just widely accepted to be bullshit, and we won't know what the deal is really worth until we see the actual contract. But that's how that's again, you're not going to get the text telling you that the signing has happened if you don't happily pass along whatever the agent wants out there by way of contract value. And I'd like to think the astute listener, viewer, consumer of NFL news now knows to just roll their eyes and just wait until the real contract information comes out a day, 2 days, a week later, however long they can keep it under wraps. And the rule of thumb is the longer they keep it under wraps, the more likely it's not what we thought it was. Just like Sam Darnold, they kept it under wraps for almost a week. Why? Because it's a 1 year deal. It's not a 3 year deal.
Right.
So we'll see what this Stefon Diggs deal is worth. But it's good for him. He's got a place where he can continue his career. The Patriots address a need. Like you said, it could be a great fit, and they're going to add more, and they're trying to pump this offense up. And that's got to be exciting for a Patriots fan because they've been waiting ever since Tom Brady left for the team to rediscover the offensive side of the football.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.